I am rocking the Can I Have a Waters. Cam is rocking the Strawberry Mimosas. Emmanuel is rocking the coffees. And it's doing good, man. So if you haven't gotten a pair, go to ShadySideUp.com, get you a pair.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe and most importantly, click the bell so you get notified as soon as we drop a new video. Also, if you have clicked the bell, make sure that your YouTube notifications are enabled so that you get the notification. Enjoy the video! This is the story how it was meant for all of us to meet. Alright, so one of the biggest questions we always get under our videos or on Twitter or socials is, how did y'all meet? How did all y'all come together? So today, I'm gonna stop that question and just tell y'all. So, I guess I'm the link between everybody, or the glue, whatever you want to call it. I'm the link, the centerpiece that brought everyone together, I guess. But before we get there, I got to start back. I got to go back to football. Football was a big part of my life, so I've been playing football since I was 9, and stopped playing at 18 when I got injured. And that was the only time I got injured. Because, you know, sometimes, because all I wanted to do was play football, to be honest. Like, I wasn't thinking about nothing. I like just gonna go to college, play football, just keep going, see how far I can take it. But sometimes God has to remove you from a situation when you won't do it yourself, when they ain't supposed to be your path. So he tore my meniscus at the 5th game of the senior season, and that's the first time I thought about what I want to do in life. So I thought about it. I loved video games at the time. And I like, my dream job would be to work at EA Sports working on Madden. And I found out that they were located, at least one branch of it, I don't know if it's the main, in Orlando. So I applied for this art school that had video game design, and the boy got in. So I was like, all right, F it, I'm gonna go to Orlando. But I still have some other schools set up, like the Art Institute in Miami and then the Art Institute in Atlanta. So, you know, I got family in Atlanta. My mom from Georgia, Atlanta, Macon, all that. So I go take a visit. As soon as I get to Atlanta, as soon as I get to the school, I'm just looking around. I'm looking at all these beautiful black women, and I'm like that old dude when he ate that Popeye sandwich. I'm like, we just want to look at my boy. Yeah. That is the look. I said, this is where I'm going. I don't care. I'm going here. So then, the first thing I do after I get in, we have some like orientation. So we drive to the dorms, and I see this dude. He had a big T and these shades on. Like, the T was so big and these shades were so ugly. I was like, who is this guy? He kind of stood out to me, but I didn't pay too much mind. So then, fast forward, is move-in date now. It was September 28, 2006. I'll never forget it. And we moving into the dorms. We pull into the parking lot, and the first person I see in the parking lot is this same dude with this big T and these shades. Now I'm looking at him like, who is this nigga? Where is he from? Like, why is he wearing his tees so big, and why is these shades so trash? But I'm excited, so I pack my stuff, go up to the dorm, woozy, waze. I don't know what that is. Huh?
Me neither.
Okay. Thought you could help me. So then, first day of school comes. So I have this class, you know, I get there, I find it. You know, usually I'm on time, I'm punctual, and I was punctual, but I guess this class was extra punctual, because when I got there, it was no seats left except for one seat up front next to this dude that we come to call Figs. That's his last name was Figueroa, so we called him Figs. And he was a cool dude, like this Hispanic dude, whatnot. We were just talking, joking. And then when the bell rang, he like, hey, you want to meet my best friend downstairs? So I guess, you know, he grew up in Georgia. So I go downstairs, and the first person I see with his best friend is this same dude with this big ass T and these shades. And it turned out to be wrong.
So he was looking like
a franchise boy.
A shop boy?
No, a
franchise
boy.
boy.
He looked like a franchise boy, but he had I don't know. He looked like the member that didn't make it. But who would have thought that years later I would start a shades line with the guy with the ugly shades? Hilarious. But also at that table was a manual. So the part, let me backtrack a little bit. The part I didn't say is how everyone decided to come to Atlanta. So you know my story. I blew my knee and decided what I'm going to do with my life. Came to Atlanta. Rome came to Atlanta because he grew up in North Carolina, and then the Art Institute there at the time didn't have an audio production program, so he decided to come to Atlanta. Emmanuel, he tells us this story that he spent a globe and put his finger down and landed on Atlanta. I don't know how he didn't end up in Australia, but he said he spent the globe, it landed, it was fate, it landed on Atlanta, he came to Atlanta.
It might have landed somewhere in Athens, Georgia, but it was close enough.
Makes sense. so he came to Atlanta. Tay also, I think he said they didn't have the program in Detroit, the audio production at the time. So he came to Atlanta, decided to come down south. You know, Atlanta was bubbling with music, so he came down there. So after I met Emmanuel in Rome, you know, after the school day is done, we taking the train back to the dorms. Come to find out, we all neighbors. What's the chance of this? Like the dorms we stayed in is like 12 stories, hundreds of rooms, and Tay and Rome were roommates in a dorm. Across the hall from him, literally across the hall from them, was Emmanuel's dorm, and then there was a hallway that went around the corner, and that first room was my room, my dorm. So we all were on the same floor and all were neighbors, and we all just met. You see the synergy happening right there? They all came to Atlanta. We all came to Atlanta, all right in the same spot, and just meet on the first day. And then we just became cool because Rome had a car, and me and Emmanuel wanted to party. So if a nigga going to the party, me and Emmanuel gonna jump in the car to party, and we bonded over getting twerked on and going to parties and just laughing, being the naturally silly people we are, and going out. So that's how we came together at Faction. So once we got close and everything, Chaz came on a visit to Atlanta, and you know he decided to go to college to get his second degree, and he moved in. And then one day Mike came and visit. He fell in love with Atlanta, and he decided to move, and that's how we all came together and met. So I knew Mike and Chaz obviously from my childhood, and then I met the rest of the guys in college, and we all came together. So that was the short version of how we all came together and were meant to be. And it felt like we were meant to be because we came on to do this, and the journey's still not over. It's still going, but we came together, and I think we've contributed to the world by bringing a bunch of laughter, because we think laughter is a form of medicine, and we've made people laugh for over a decade now. We got personal messages, people saying, you know, you helped me through my depression. One person said, you got me through a psychiatric award one time. Like, it's crazy, and that's the stuff that keep us going. But for some reason, this was the path that was written for us, and God made it work where we all came together organically and just started this business. So yeah, that's the story of how we met and how it was meant to be, I feel.
Boring.
It is kind of boring, but this is the question they always ask.
You know, one thing I probably you should add to the story is we tried something first, the party promotion stuff.
Well, they know that, but I can say it for the people that don't. Before we started Dormtainment, we tried a bunch of businesses that failed. So the first one was club promotion, because in Atlanta, they catered to the college kids, and it's all kind of party promotion groups. Ours was Black Executives. We threw one party. It didn't work. The Black Executives actually showed up and said, hey, yeah, the Black Executives said, hey, we got a group named that already. Y'all can't have this. We were like, fuck it. Gave up on party promotion. The second one we did was, what was the second one?
That's when we realized we weren't fighters.
We were funny, not fighters.
We weren't fighters. And then we tried to do a nonprofit.
Oh yeah.
We were volunteering.
So after that, we started volunteering every Friday at the children's shelter, because we all love kids, love helping kids and giving back. And that inspired us. We were like, man, we need to start a nonprofit to help kids, and we can help them through like with the arts and everything, since we all going to art school, you know about that. And then we go to the SBA, Small Business Administration, and the black lady in there was happy. We trying to start a business, especially helping people and giving back.
You remember she said she was like marrying some African
Yeah,
king?
she said an African prince she was marrying, and she's leaving. She's gonna retire in like 2 months or something. So I hope she out there doing her thing in Africa, living it up and taking care of Zamunda. But I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but then she told us we needed profit to start a nonprofit, and that's when we was like, okay, back to the drawing board. Started making these silly ass videos on Facebook. People were liking it. They didn't like it. It was no like button then. People were commenting and loving it, and we was like, maybe this could be something. And we jumped on YouTube, and the rest is history. So it just feels like it was meant to be for us to do this, because I had no idea I'm gonna be doing comedy or doing any of this stuff in entertainment. I had none of these dreams growing up, to be honest. I was just naturally silly. So I feel like this was a path that was written for me and us.
So you'll never go back to Madden again?
I played the other day. I played Rome the other day.
And Madden?
Yeah, that was randomly. I'm like, bro, you wanna play some Madden?
That is
Just had to get it
hilarious.
out. And I think I won. We both was trash, because it's been so long, but I think I won.
Nice.
So
All right, so what's the lesson learned? Or are we still learning it?
I think the lesson is sometimes you just gotta just follow the path that's written for you, because it just feels like it happened so organically. It had to be a reason why we're doing this, and it's not over yet. You know, at this point, we gotta keep going to inspire the next person. Because if we quit, it may be someone watching us like, well, they stopped. I ain't gonna do it. But you know, sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it's like wine. Sometimes some of the best stuff is like wine. It takes time.
Nice.
You're all right, what comes in the box once you get it? All your retainers. I got 15 of them, so it's gonna take me 15 weeks to straighten my teeth. And I only got the top teeth because I need a bottom tooth extracted. But what's cool about Bite, they work with me, so they'll still help me with my top teeth until I get my bottom teeth situated. So I got 15 retainers all in this box. Also, got some accessories. I got what you put your retainers in, carry around when you take them out to eat, or if you out or whatnot at a restaurant, you on a date, put it in there. And I got some whitening foam to use, whiten my teeth. Also, you got the Hyper Bite, which is really cool, which cuts your time in half. If you use it every day, I think it's just for 5 minutes a day, it'll cut your treatment time in half. It's the only technology that Bite has. It's a technology that only Bite has, which is really cool, which separates them from all the other competition. So I'm excited to use that. And yeah, so today is the day. I'm gonna open this one, see what it looks like. Boom. But I still get the bottom with it, but it's probably just gonna keep it in place where it's at, which is cool. But this is my first tray for the first week of straightening my top teeth. So comes with instructions. Comes with a little sticker that says the wait is over. It is time to bite. I know you can't see it. If it focus, I don't know. This is cool. Let me pop it in. And it fits. Fits perfectly, actually. Yep. And it's comfortable too. But I gotta take it out before I eat or drink anything that's not water. So that's cool. Let me put this in a tray. So if y'all want to start on this journey, just use my code BITEDT. This is the story of the last college house party before I got evicted. I don't know why that's